I'm Sean Strub, and I am from New York, and I've been living with HIV my entire adult life. It was a Tuesday. Looking back at my medical records, I think I was infected in 1979 or 1980.
I became positive about 9 years ago in 2003.
Det är 100 år sedan, känns det som. 1989 fick jag beskedet att jag var HIV-positiv.
Jag fick ett brev I postkassa.
I went to the doctor, and my doctor told me that it wasn't poison ivy, but it was shingles, and that it was an indication of immune suppression.
Så jag var egentligen på jakt efter och kom I situation där jag ville bli smittad av en person som jag hade relationer till. Så jag snackade ju en god del med kända folk och vänner och älskare och knullkompisar och sådana ting som jag visste var HIV-positiva, om de kunde egentligen smitta mig för att jag var väldigt intresserad att bli eller få en relation till viruset.
Det var inte så dramatiskt för mig att få den beskeden. Følte litt sorg til å begynne med.
Jeg ble selvfølgelig veldig redd.
Fy fan, jag kan ju faktiskt vara HIV-positiv.
Och då tog jag med mig en flaska champagne för jag gick på ett förspel och där visste jag att det ville vara fler HIV-positiva och så ville liksom bara sprätta flaska och liksom fejra att jag var blivit HIV-positiv.
I left his office and walked out onto Broadway. It was like Broadway at 68th Street near Lincoln Center. And I remember, I think I was probably in some state of mild shock. And I remember seeing the sun was shining and people were walking by just like the world was going on, and my world had been turned upside down.
Det var en dödsdom statistiskt sett hade 10-12 år kvar att leva då. Så det var en tuff period där.
Förr eller siden så visste jag att jag ville bli smittad om jag tog mig 1 år, 5 år eller ett eller annat sånt. Så därför,
Idag så går det helt fint att leva med HIV på grund av mediciner som vi har och så.
De bivirkningene jo mye mindre nå enn de var før, så det har blitt enklere å leve med det.
Men jeg merker jo også det at sexen ble mye bedre med å være HIV-positiv, at jeg hadde ikke noe å bekymre meg med. At jeg ble mer komfortabel å ha sex med andre HIV-positive.
Michael Callan in particular was a friend and mentor of mine. And in 1989 or 90, he wrote a book. And it was called Surviving AIDS.
Det mediciner. Og jo tidligere du får de medicinene, jo bedre prognosen for resten av livet.
What Michael's book was about was that despite being surrounded with loss that is almost indescribable today, he too was very much part of this vital, vibrant community of people seeking to survive. So he went out and talked to various friends of his who were living with AIDS. And he found that they shared 3 characteristics. The first was that they all believed that survival was possible. They didn't necessarily think that they would survive, but that someone would survive. Someone would be around. That someone would be around to tell. To tell what happened.
I know that for me, it has helped me build character, strength that I never thought I would have.
Det for HIV har jo egentlig gjort meg mer trygg på meg selv. Jeg har jo måttet ta valg og kjenne på ting på en helt annen måte.
Oh, you're being melodramatic. That's not going to happen. They're not going to arrest people with AIDS. They're not going to create different laws for people with AIDS. They're not going to stop people with AIDS from traveling or from marrying or from having children. They're not going to quarantine people with AIDS. Well, all those things can happen.
Loven I Norge jo slik at det ikke lov å hjelpe folk med HIV til å få barn.
There is a resurgence that, in my view, has made the stigma worse today than it's ever been.
Jag husker en episod när jag skulle kom hem första gången jag hade förtalt min bror och hans fru Och då var det, jag lurer på om det var William eller Alexander som var en liten baby. Så jag knackar på dörren, så kommer hon och öppnar dörren, så har hon babyn i armen. Så här. Och det första hon gör så lägger hon över babyn till mig, att jag skulle ta han i famnen då. Och det var hennes måte och vis på att du behöver inte vara rädd.
But stigma isn't just about fear of casual contagion. Stigma is about prejudgment. Stigma is about discrimination. Stigma is about marginalization. And by those measures, stigma is greater today than it's ever been. And there's no more extreme manifestation of stigma than HIV criminalization.
In 2008, I was arrested and charged with intentional exposure to the AIDS virus.
Det har skjedd masse på den medisinske fronten, masse innenfor forskning og kunnskap rundt HIV, som har revolusjonert det å ha HIV i dag. Det har nesten ikke skjedd en dritt i forhold til folks holdninger.
Fikk time hos ryggspesialist, og han falt jo nesten av stolen da jeg fortalte at jeg hadde HIV. Begynte å spørre de merkeligste spørsmål om jeg var prostituert og...
When the government enshrines discrimination in the law by creating different laws for people who are positive than people who are negative, or by treating people who are positive differently under the law than they treat people who are negative, that is the most extreme manifestation of stigma. It's like apartheid.
Sånn som det i dag, så det jo potensielt straffbart for oss å i det hele tatt ha et seksualliv med våre koner, våre, ikke sant, menn, partnere, whatsoever.
Criminalization also, it says there's a different responsibility, a disproportionate responsibility for preventing HIV, and the burden is placed on the person who's positive. That the person who's negative, they don't have any legal liability in the case. They're just the victim.
I sexakten, ikke sant, så tenker man jo ikke fornuftig.
När man ligger där i sängen och kåtheten tar över och någon dricker alkohol och tar droger och det bara susar i huvudet så av begär, så är det inte lika lätt. Det vet jag ju. Jag har ju levt med HIV i över 20 år, så att jag har ju varit där.
You know, Norway has a distinction with the United States that I hope Norwegians are as ashamed of it as I am as an American, because they're leading the way in criminalization of people with HIV.
Oavsett var vi bor någonstans så verkar som grundproblematiken är lika när det handlar om öppenhet, utanförskap och förakt.
I think the key is people sharing stories, putting a face, letting people know that they've been stigmatized in some way.
Jeg har et tosidig forhold til det, fordi jeg tror det nødvendig at flere tør å være åpne for å bygge ned stigma. Men på den andre siden så jeg den første til å innrømme at åpenhet ikke bare enkelt. Det har en pris.
Because when you criminalize people with HIV, you drive stigma. That is the fuel. It's the gasoline that drives the engine of stigma, is criminalization. And stigma is the obstacle to getting people into care, to getting people tested.
Være HIV-positiv burde ikke være forbundet med skam eller skyldfølelse, for den saks skyld.
In the US now, it's take the test and risk arrest. Take the test and risk arrest.
Mitt förhållningssätt har blivit att jag beter mig på ett sånt sätt att jag får ta ansvar för min egen handlingar, vad jag än gör. Så även om jag skulle bli anmäld och inte haft obeskyddad sex med någon, så okej, men gör det. Jag är fri från skuld i alla fall, oavsett vad en eventuellt domstol skulle säga.
You know, it is so, this has become so much of a problem that in some places in the United States, people are requiring partners to sign statements. The AIDS Law Project in Louisiana has created an affidavit. They've created an affidavit in Louisiana that says, you know, before me, the undersigned notary public personally came and appeared. The name, I have been informed that before I'm sexually involved with this person, I've been informed that person is HIV positive, so that they can protect themselves in case they later are accused of not having disclosed.
I just don't know what the world's going to come to these days. And I think our lawmakers are thinking that making laws is the answer to every social issue that we as people deal with.
How can Texas put a man in jail for 35 years for spitting at a cop? You know, how can somebody get 25 years in prison when they used a condom, they had an undetectable viral load, and they didn't transmit the virus?
Og da når lovverket blir så strengt, altså Norge regnes jo en av de 5 strengeste landene i verden når det gjelder å straffeforfølge og dømme HIV-positive, så er det klart at jeg skjønner jo at folk er redde for å finne ut om de har HIV.
HIV is not a crime.
Jeg føler ingen skam.
Jeg tror man vil få en styrke i seg selv når man står åpent frem.
Fan vad skam jag har.
Yeah.